Yo, welcome back. All right, I'm going to show you today how to update your shipping firmware that may come with your H2 or H4M Portapack to the stable 2.1.0 or to the latest nightly. Today's date is 12/27/2024. So some of these features may change over time. However, I'm just going to show you how to do this because I heard that they will be shipping the H4s and the H2s with this new shipping firmware that has nothing on it. There's no apps, there's zilch nada. All it says is flash utility, which you can see here. And then over here we have standard mode. And you can see here it says go to https release.hackrf.app to download the firmware. Let's get into this. We're gonna go type in Portapack Mayhem into our Googling device, and over there we can see that it's going to bring up the GitHub. We want the custom firmware for the hackrf H4 or the H2, and let's go ahead and scroll down here to the latest. Now what you want to do here is you want to scroll down and you want to download the Mayhem 2.1.0 copy to SD card. That is the 547 megabyte package. You want the one because that has the world maps on it. So go ahead and hit download so that can download. I'm not going to do it because I already did it, but go ahead and hit download now. So that is going to be downloading as we continue. Now, the other option that we possibly could do is we're going to unplug our device here is flash from the hackrf app. So I'm going to hit connect device and I'm going to plug in my H2. My H4M is inside charging as of right now, and I don't want to have to redo the firmware. So I'm using the OG H2 that started this channel. Plug that guy in, and we can see here that we are looking at the USB serial COM5. Gonna click on that guy, we're gonna connect. Now from here, we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna go manage firmware. And this is interesting because over here it says that we can flash a firmware from shipping to the hackrf app. Not the case. It says, sorry, your firmware version is too old to support this feature. Please manually update the latest stable or nightly build. So that means manually updating, we have to then go to the SD card. Hopefully your file is done downloading. And if your file is done downloading, we're gonna take our SD card. Now your SD card has to be FAT32. I know in my previous video on flash or on updating the 2.1.0, we mentioned exFAT. For this portion of going from your shipping firmware, your SD card has to be FAT32. It will not do exFAT. I tried. Don't worry about it. It won't do it. So make sure your SD card is formatted for FAT32. Pop that SD card into your computer, unzip that file, copy the contents of that file into your SD card, all of them, the whole package, copy it to your SD card, eject it, put it back in your Portapack. That's going to go right up here. Reboot your system, and we're going to go flash utility. And you can see here that we have a few down here. I want to go to my Portapack Mayhem 2.1.0 and hit that guy. And yes, I do want to flash. It's going to take roughly about 20 seconds to fully complete flashing. And when it's done, it'll reboot itself, which is nice. Here we have it, it rebooted. Now if we hit our home button down here, we can see we are on version 2.1.0. At this point though, we should be able to go into our hackrf app. I'm going to unplug this because the device has to be unplugged. I'm going to refresh my page, connect device, reconnect it. We got my COM port open now. I'm going to hit connect. Let's go ahead and scroll down here, and now we should go to manage firmware. Now, if you want to at this point, then you can go and do update to latest nightly. So I'm going to update this to the latest nightly. Click on that. And at this point, I can then close this window, and then we can see that it is sending those packets over. We can see here that we are downloading those packages to the Portapack. And once it reboots, then we will be back into our Mayhem. And then we can click on this guy right here. And then we can see that we are now on the nightly 24/12/28. And there you have it, guys. That is how you take your brand new H2 or H4M that came with shipping firmware and updating it to nightly or the latest build. Hope that helps you guys. I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys in the next video.